Hello, Squirrel Tribe. It is Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. So we have Cicada-geddon is what it's being called on the horizon. You have the solar eclipse, the total solar eclipse on April 8th. You have the bird flu who has now figured out a way to get into the cows, and a human in Texas. We have massive illegal immigrant issues. We have tornadoes that have gone through this entire country and wreaked havoc over the last 24, 48 hours. And it's just now like the beginning of spring, if you will. Like, we're barely into 2024, and it's like a small little shitstorm has hit us all. So this cicada thing is very interesting to me because it's slightly terrifying sounding. And for those of you who don't know, according to what I'm reading and hearing and seeing everywhere, is that there's these cicadas that basically live underground for 13 to 17 years and then all pop out at the same time. And they're expected to be, this is the math that they have said, over 1 million cicadas per acre for millions of acres over 16 states. That's what we have to look forward to in the coming weeks. That doesn't sound great to me. I don't know if cicadas do good things for the environment. I don't think so. I don't know if they do good things for crops and things. I would think not. So I feel like we're going to have some small issues here once Cicada-geddon finally officially hits. This is, in case anybody wants to know what these little things look like, this is what that thing is. That looks like something out of... It makes me think of the ant from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You guys remember that movie with Rick Moranis? I loved that movie. But it reminds me of the ant that they rode through the weeds and stuff. Anyway, so according to this is off of WFAA.com. I don't know what website this is, but the same article has been all over the place. I just happened to pull this one up today. But according to this fun article, these red-eyed periodical cicadas have pumps in their heads and jet-like muscles in their rears, are about to emerge in numbers not seen in decades and possibly centuries. That doesn't sound biblical at all, but okay. So crawling out from underground every 13 or 17 years with a collective song as loud as jet engines, the periodical cicadas are nature's kings of the calendar. According to this fun little things, periodic cicadas don't do subtle. So that's fun. If you're fascinated by the upcoming solar eclipse, the cicadas are weirder and bigger. This is according to a Georgia Tech biophysicist named Sad Bamia. We've got trillions of these amazing living organisms coming out of the earth, climb up on the trees, and it's just a unique experience, a sight to behold. That is the quote. It's like an entire alien species living underneath our feet, and then some prime number years they come out to say hello. Well, I wish they wouldn't. Like, it does not sound like something that's going to be enjoyable. It sounds deafening. Number one, jet engines are not quiet. So it sounds like in the states that this is going to happen, in the areas this is going to be, it's going to be very loud. It's going to be probably traumatizing for children. That's how I look at this. It's traumatizing for children. Hell, I'm 42 years old. It'd probably be traumatizing to me. I'm not even going to lie, to see millions of these things flying around. You guys ever see the movie Birds? I think it's Alfred Hitchcock. It's not millions of them, but that was scary when I was little and saw birds. So was the movie Arachnophobia. I hate spiders, but that's not the point. But big swarms of anything is slightly scary, to me at least. It doesn't have to be scary to y'all, but it is definitely scary to me. Now, the largest geographic brood in the nation, called Brood XIX. So what is that? X is 10, right? So 10 and then 1. So 19, XIX would be 19. I don't know if this is supposed to be numerical or not, but Brood XIX, coming out every 13 years, is about to march through the southeast, having already created countless boreholes in the red Georgia clay. It's a sure sign of the coming cicada occupation. They emerge when the ground warms to 64 degrees, roughly 18 degrees Celsius, which is happening earlier than it used to because of course, climate change. Throw that out there. The bugs are brown at first, but darken as they mature. Now, according to this, after the insects appear in large numbers in Georgia and the rest of the southeast, cicada cousins that come out every 17 years will inundate Illinois. They are Brood XIII. So what is that? Brood 13. Again, I don't know if this is supposed to be number-wise, but that's what we're going with. So Brood 13. Now, that's for Illinois. We've got one very widely distributed brood of XIX, but you have a very dense, historically abundant brood in the Midwest, your Brood XIII, said University of Maryland entomologist Mike Rapp or whatever. When you put these two together, you would have more than anywhere else any other time. These hideaway cicadas are found only in the eastern United States and a few tiny other places. There are 15 different broods that come out every few years on 17 and 13-year cycles. These two broods may actually overlap, but probably not interbreed in a small area near central Illinois. So central Illinois, you're in for a cicada shitstorm. An even bigger adjacent joint emergence will be when the two largest broods, XIX and XIV, come out together in 2076. That is the Cicada Palooza. Might as well have fun names. 2076. I should still be alive then. 50. I mean, I'll be old as hell, but I should still be alive then. I guess it's a goal. Stay alive till 2076 so I can see Cicada Palooza, and I don't know if I want to see it. I don't want to see this one, but it is what it is. The origin of the astronomical cicada numbers can likely be traced to evolution, and several other entomologists have said this. Fat, slow, and tasty, periodical cicadas make ideal meals for birds who eats them himself. This guy Rop eats the cicadas himself. They put out a cookbook, Cicadalicious, if you guys are interested in cooking up some cicadas, but there are too many for them to be eaten to extinction. He said, birds everywhere will feast. Their bellies will be full, and once again, the cicadas will emerge triumphant. Well, it sounds to me like they won't be triumphant because they're going to be dead because the birds are going to eat them. Sounds to me like the birds emerge triumphant. Could just be the way I look at things, but I feel like if you get eaten, you're not triumphant. You're just dead. So it's going to be interesting. At least we'll have healthy birds, right? Fat birds trying to fly around, but they're full of cicadas and probably can't lift off. So that's the one thing you get to look forward to are the cicadas. There's no like definite date. Unlike the April 8th solar eclipse, there's no definite date. It's just once the temperature. So people in Georgia right now, thankfully I'm not there, but I am in Florida. I'm very close. They could come this way. But people in Georgia right now are probably going, oh man, 62 degrees out. We've got one more degree and then we're screwed. It's Cicada-geddon coming. At least it's not Cicada Palooza. So I just want to bring that one to your attention. Now this avian flu thing, I'm on the fence with how I feel about this and whether I believe this, because we've talked about this so many times over here about how our government feels like they are doing everything they can to push us away from eating actual animals and eating lab-grown crap, right? That's not, I'm not making this up. We all feel this way. I'm pretty sure we all feel this way with the amount of random fires and explosions that have happened in either chicken manufacturing plants, chicken coops, 10,000 Texas, I think it was Texas, 10,000 Texas cattle just fell over and died one day like 2 years ago. Do y'all remember that? They said it got so hot they all just died simultaneously. Honey boo boo bullshit. Okay. So we have all these issues, and then you have the FDA going, yeah, you know, you two companies in California, we'd love to give you USDA and FDA approval to grow your chicken in labs, cell cultured lab grown chicken, where you don't have to grow a whole animal. You can just put these little thingies in a little petri dish and bop, bop, boom. I don't know how it goes. Here's a chicken titty, like a chicken breast, whatever, without the feathers and the bones and stuff. And it's better for the environment. Gonna cost a hell of a lot more, but it's better for the environment and it's not harmful to the animals. You don't have to kill anything, whatever. The amount of propaganda, is that the right word? Is that the right word we're going with? I don't know if that's the right word. We're going with the amount of propaganda being thrown at us from left, right, up, down, face on, behind you, whatever direction you want to call it. It's been a lot lately in the past 24 months, 2 years. I like to do it like how people say, how old is your baby? Oh, 47 and a half months. Ma'am, you have a friggin' toddler. He's almost grown. Just say the years. Quit with the months. Anyway, so this article comes out about how there is the avian flu has moved its way over to cattle, which is supposed to scare you. When avian flu or bird flu, avian influenza first came out, it's been out forever and a day, but it's been pushed a lot in the last couple of years, right? When it first started being talked about on a grand scale, on a big scale, it was supposed to scare us from eating chicken. Plain and simple, supposed to scare us from eating chicken, even though they said it cannot transfer to humans. It will not transfer to humans. It is a microscopic chance of it transferring to humans. And if you cook your chicken, it will kill the avian flu. Well, you're not supposed to eat raw chickens, so I don't see why we had to kill millions upon millions upon millions of chickens if it's something that would not affect you and I while we ate it, and something that as soon as you cooked it, it killed the bacteria, the whatever that's in there. Never made sense to me. Again, not a rocket scientist, not in agriculture, stuff like that. I'm not on a homestead. I don't have my own farm. I do not raise chickens. This is just me having thoughts from what I've seen, what I've learned, what I've eaten over my life, right? So now they're saying that this avian flu has somehow hop, skip, jumped and landed inside cows. Therefore, it's not really avian flu if now it's inside cows. And now they're saying that it is hop, skip, jump from bird to cow to a human in Texas. One. Only the second in the history of, what is it, H1N5, H151, I have the thing and I don't remember exactly what it's called. H5N1, I'm dyslexic, it's fine. They're saying that now it's the second case ever in the history of humans, but we should be worried about it. No, the hell we shouldn't. It's 2 cases in the history of avian flu. Like, why is this a thing? Why is this something that is being pushed to scare people from eating chickens, now to scare people from eating beef? Is this determined, like, supposed to scare you from going into Texas? Like, I'm pretty sure the illegal immigrants will do that. That'll scare people out of Texas because there's a lot of illegal immigrants crossing borders there. But this is, to me, another fear factor scare tactic aimed at, y'all don't be mad when I say it like this, but aimed at gullible people. That's what I'm going to go with. There will be people out there who will see this and immediately get themselves into a tizzy and be really worried and scared about, oh no, I can't eat the chicken. Oh no, now I can't eat the beef. Now I can't, go to Texas, whatever. Now I need to go eat this Beyond Meat, go get this fake meat. Now I need to go vegan. Now I need to only eat vegetables. Now I need to eat this lab grown stuff. No, you don't. Eat the damn birds, eat the damn cows, go to Texas. Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? As long as you are doing things to keep yourself healthy, as long as you're cooking your meat to the temperature that is regulated to kill all the crap that's in it, you're good, boo. Just eat the chicken, eat the beef. Don't be persuaded or scared into or bullied into falling for whatever the hell this is that they are pushing on us. We know that climate change this, climate change that, it's gone so bad in the last couple of years because of cow farts? Really? Humans fart more than cows do. Like, there's more humans than cows. I don't understand why we're blaming this on cows. And then, well, we'd have plenty of land if we didn't have to use it all up for the animals. Well, we still have plenty of land, just the government owns a lot of it and won't sell it. And then people who do own it don't want to sell it. So there's more open land in the United States than there is populated land. Just so, it's always weird to me when they try to say that they're doing this for our own good and that we need to have these tight 15-minute city style things and that we need to go vegan or we need to go eat, chemical man-made meats and stuff because it helps the environment. You know what helps the environment more? Quit building all these stupid effing electric vehicle plants with the batteries and whatnot, because that hurts the planet way more than your gasoline-powered, diesel-powered vehicle does. When you have to get rid of those batteries, it's going to hurt the planet way more than, if your carburetor and whatever just dies down. Like, they're trying to gaslight us. I think that's the right word. Our government is gaslighting us. They've done it from the onset of government. It's not anything new. It's just every couple of years they find new things to gaslight us with. And this one is climate change. Yes, the climate is changing. It will continuously change. That's why we've had, the dinosaurs are gone. That's why we had the ice age. We had all these different things because climate does change. You know what it's not going to do from today to tomorrow? Flip a switch. Nothing massive is going to happen from today to tomorrow. In 1,000 years, 2,000 years, 1,000,000 years, probably. Should we be super, super worried and focused on it right this second? No. And people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you don't want to save the planet for future generations. One little thing that I do today may not make a change. If we all do little things, it may make a change, but our government mandating certain things like electric vehicles, our government trying to force people into eating fake things, those aren't going to help anything. You cannot convince me that those are going to help anything. I feel like everything they are doing is actually more detrimental than any kind of help they could possibly give. But anyway, I forgot the other thing I was going to tell y'all about because I have squirrel train tracked off, whatever. Okay, so we'll get into this. A Texas dairy worker has tested positive for the avian flu, marking the first identified human case of an illness in the U.S. that has sickened cattle across several states over the past few weeks. Now, listen to this, because this is how you know they are full of shit. The infection, only the second human case of H5N1 ever recorded in the country. Wait, hold on. Literally very first paragraph. Marking the first identified human case of an illness in the U.S. Okay, second paragraph. Second human case of H5N1 ever recorded. Is it the first or is it the second? Like, I need y'all to understand they messed up their lie. So that's why I say, you have to make sure that when you're reading things or you're seeing things or you're hearing things, you're not taking everything at face value. You're not just skimming through. You're not just whatever. And you're using the brain cells that you have to think about these things. 1 and 2 are two totally different numbers. Is it 1 or is it 2? So that's where I don't believe half of the stuff they are telling us. The new human case follows recent cow infections in Texas, Idaho, Michigan, and New Mexico that have raised alarm among public health experts who worry the virus's spread to mammals could make it easier for the virus to infect humans. Well, again, cook the meats that you eat, and you should be okay. All right. The CDC, FDA, and U.S. Department of Agriculture said the virus was found in a Michigan dairy herd that had recently received cows from herds in Texas. The USDA's National Veterinary Services Laboratories said the Michigan strain is very similar to the cow infections in Texas and Kansas, which appear to have come from wild birds. Initial testing has not found changes to the virus that would make it more transmissible to humans. While cases among humans in direct contact with infected animals are possible, this indicates that the current risk to the public remains low. Remains low. Remains 1 in however many millions of people live in this country. Literally 1, or in their case 2, because they can't decide if it's 1 or 2 people who have ever had it. But y'all, don't let them scare you. Don't let them say, oh no, it's in a dairy cow, and then you go, oh, I can't have cheese anymore. Now, I will say that milk and cheese is not something that as human adults we should have, but that's just me. That's not here nor there. You do you, boo, whatever you want. Every once in a while, I still eat queso at Mexican restaurants because it's freaking tasty. But there are certain things that as humans we don't actually need to consume. So don't let them scare you into believing everything. That's really all it comes down to. Don't let them scare you into believing everything. Yeah, that's it. April 8th, it's going to be a solar eclipse. It's going to be a big deal. The reason why all these areas have state of emergencies issued is not because they expect there to be some massive whatever, but it gives them the ahead of time approval, if you will, to have extra people on hand to deal with the influx of people. Because that's what's going to be the issue April 8th. For the places that have the totality, the full totality of the solar eclipse, there are going to be a bajillion people there. That's an exaggeration, by the way. Bajillion people there. And they are going to need more police officers, more fire department, more whatever on hand to deal with the influx of tourism, if you will. We'll call it tourism at that point, because technically people who don't live there, they're going there for a specific event. That's a tourist thing. So that's what all these state of emergencies are for everywhere. So don't let the word state of emergency scare you or make you think something's wrong. It's literally the government's way there, the city government, the state government, whatever, their way of being preemptive, if you will, on how many people are showing up. It's just words. State of emergency, it's just words. It doesn't really mean anything. So there's that as well. I think that's it. I'm sure there's way more. There's always something we can talk about. But that's all I have for you right this second. May see you again later. May not. Just depends on what I do the rest of the day. The gym is later after this grocery store. Who knows? May see you again. Might not. Love you guys. Have a great, fabulous Wednesday in case we don't see each other again. Okay, bye.